It is very, very hazy this morning. No doubt probably fireplaces running last night. There's the porta potties. They're getting put in their respective locations. It is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023. About 8:30 in the morning. It's not too cold right now. Huh. What else is there around here? They're putting some finishing touches. It is cold. When I woke up this morning it was 47, so the overnight was pretty cold. With very much respect to a lot of you that live east of us, I understand. Charlie, you don't know cold. I do know cold, but for California, this is bloody cold. Especially for yours truly. I'm sitting over here at Starbucks with my gloves on my hand, trying to edit and trying to upload. I'm freezing my ass off. And here comes a young man and walking by into the Starbucks past me in shorts, and I'm like, fuck. I'm in sad shape. In about another week or so, week and a half I would say, they'll start to remove the benches and I don't remember if the signs. And also the shelters or the coverings. Whoa, be still my heart. What is this? The door's open? One door is open? Really? Oh. Yeah, it's really. Oh yeah, it's gonna be in the same. That's cool. Holy cow. Sorry. I'm very excited because I've been looking forward to this. Oh hey, NBC's over here. Holiday. Probably holiday reporting. Yeah, he's getting some beef footage right now. They're probably going to do God, those things, Doc Martens are so ugly now. Probably, oh yeah, here's the celeb. You can tell. Pink license plate. They're probably going to do like, oh, you know, holiday shopping or something like that. Oh, we got to go. Yeah, we'll have to check it out later. Wow. Oh, finally, looks like Lucid decided to remove the craft paper and put up signage. Another surprise is I still have keys to the old room. The landlord, or Kim, has not, it's just been MIA, hasn't contacted me, hasn't returned my texts. Well, now that's par for course, isn't it? Obviously. I guess she's not too worried about that. And that, if it's a trust, she's trusting me not to go, I accept that. I think that. But also I'm like, well, what? I pose this question because it was revealed yesterday morning that they announced that LA County, my former place of employment, Sur La Table. If you look over to your left up here, where I'm pointing, you can see some beams for the ceiling. There's the former cash out box right there, where you can see the hot boxes right there on the ground. That's where our cashier and wrapping was. I miss Sur La Table. You know, Sur La Table, maybe find it. No, you need the space. And this was actually quite large. Can you come back? I'd love to work back to Sur La Table. Can you come back to Pasadena, please? So being that it's only December 13th, we still have at least roughly another week and a half, definitely, I believe, when then they'll start to pull the trailer or the little mini stands. Excuse me. They're not really big. I would say maybe 4 feet, 3 feet or so higher than this fence right here. That'll sit right along here on the upper area. Still clearing a walkway right here for people to go walk back and forth on either side of, well, for access of walking, but the stands will be all up and down Colorado. A lot of people love this place. Once you cross Pasadena Avenue, I kid you not, the attitude changes dramatically. And unless you've experienced this parade at least once, you'll know what it's like. From here on in now, it's going all up to, you know, the big spot, you know, the famous right-hand turn. Oh, left hand from our perspective. And your last chance to crowd yourself and fight yourself through Ralph's, because you think Christmas shopping is bad on the last day. You've never seen anything like the melee that you see inside of that Ralph's. But from there, I think they'll probably have the security checkpoints up there to get access up to the grandstands, and then there'll be another security access point just right, I would say, where Green Street and Orange Grove meets, to get further down the parade route. That's another special access or a tier level, usually for participants and those of importance, or maybe buy a ticket or whatever. But then you could get to see all of the parade floats all lined up in order and everything. And the last minute, the last chance that any of the floats get, sometimes some of them will be taken out of line and substituted because the engine failure or something mechanical has broken down that is of importance that causes the float to go. Other than that, there's been a couple of times where you see floats being pulled down by a tow truck. It's a Norton Simon Museum. Beautiful, huh? It's a beautiful property. There's a lot that they have done. You can see some of the fencing already up. So access usually will be on the sides, probably there. Yeah, you gotta admit though, it is good to be here because all you have to do is scoot in and out access. You'll have your laner, your ticket and everything, and then you can pop over here. But just, it is so funny. Looks like this place is getting a redo. I gotta tell you, I love living in the city that has the Norton Simon Museum of Art, because growing up as a kid, you never saw any other museum advertise more than this place. And the spokesperson was Candice Bergen. So, Dea, Goya, Picasso, Rembrandt. That was part of the speech. So, yeah, it's just drilled in. Very much like Schoolhouse Rock for us out here in LA County and the surrounding areas of California. Definitely. And it's very beautiful inside. Well, you can also tell it's fall over here by the trees. Oh, speaking of which, let me show you folks east of us all already shaking your head going, Charlie, we're already there. But winter starts officially, what, this coming weekend? The Thinker. I do too much of that. Yeah, you do. And then the prospective news stations or organizations will be housed up there. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of think that this stage right here, this platform, is going to be for KTLA. I think KTLA also has probably another pivot point over here at the turn. One of the Spanish stations, the local one, Channel 34, I believe, usually parks over on that side of the corner, which is an awesome perspective. And then you have out here, so there'll be two performances, actually, two major performances that they do. One over here. Yes, even this one will be removed. It's honestly, it's about safety, because the people that stake out their claim are probably going to be claiming usually up to this point, okay, give or take within whatever rules are every year. They change, some dramatically, and some seasons change very minutely, but always a focus on the fire and everything else. So these need to be removed because you just have no way of walking through. So, and honestly, altogether, vandalism is the two things: safety and vandalism. Here's the, can you guys see through the screen? Yeah, well, kind of, right? Some of the grounds. They have a beautiful little kind of atrium inside. It's just, it's not that expensive, but when you're like working like this, yeah, 24, 26 bucks to get in. It's about 2 hours worth of work. So then you'll see a whole bunch of people flocking also down this way coming up. Obviously this is closed off. They closed off the Colorado Bridge. I'm not exactly sure or remember how many days prior, just to get traffic, local traffic, or if it's 24 hours to get local traffic accustomed to the change. And they always continuously send out the word. So it's kind of a trip to see it all blocked off, other than party at the bridge night, or 4th of July from former days. But yeah. Yes, they do make allowances for pedestrian traffic thoroughfare. Obviously, they have to. You can't walk through here. Them folks you can. And now also some of these individuals, privately or all together, sometimes they'll get together and housing, say, hey, you guys want to go in on getting a stand, especially down further to the south. People in the private homes will also rent grandstands and stuff like that for their own purposes, mind you. You know, it's their property as well, so it's kind of cool and bougie. Yes, it is, but I get it. I understand it. When capable and life has been treated you well and you've been smart about things and you've been able to conduct yourself and look, just being a regular person, honestly, to be able to have your own little section of grandstands on Orange Grove Boulevard to do whatever, that's pretty damn cool, right? That opportunity is only afforded to the smart and the shrewd. And yes, obviously in many cases, as we've been experiencing, the crooked and the unthinkable. But honestly, for all purposes and intent, there is still some honest, wealthy people around. Those are the ones that remain out of the spotlight and quiet. So we can't get through there on the sidewalk. But the cool part is, this is where that 7-year-old kid comes out. You get to walk through here. We've done this before because now here's the cool part. So this is only accessible to the patrons that have the tickets. So my last experience, the family and I, was that you can come, when you come down here, they have table of it's continental breakfast basically, fine pastries and donuts, coffee, decaf, both regular, just really exquisite, you know, services for people. You're paying almost $200 a ticket, okay? So yeah. And the porta potties also, I believe, they have located, so I don't really remember, but yeah, it's really cool and it's fun, honestly. If you're able to do it this year, if you're coming out here to California, and particularly for the Rose Parade, and you have a ticket, let me tell you, basically anywhere it's gonna be nice, and it's gonna be nicer. It really is, especially if you have children. The convenience of facilities, mom, dad, you'll be seeing. That's the big thing, right? You got to keep the kids happy. So, and dare I say, when the kids stress, the parents stress, and the parents have to go to the bathroom more often than not. So, that's pretty cool. Very, very cool indeed. And then right on the other side over here, where Orange Grove and Green meet, that's a whole nother world over there. You can see the fencing, as I have spoken of. It's a good time to be in fencing at this time of the year in particular. But then again, see, this is also to protect more definitely. This is their home. These are homeowners, so their lawns are going to get torn up. It doesn't mean that trash doesn't usually get thrown over at times, yes. People are only human. circuit. So you can see the property right there. These are the $1 million, I call them $1 million apartments. Again, part of that kind of Mediterranean type of look architecture that we were covering in Los Angeles. I am the connoisseur of, not that one so much, but I would prefer that over this. But going down over here, definitely the latent 60s, early 70s design. And even the earlier models, kind of like the 40s and 50s, springing up all over Los Feliz and Los Angeles. Don't get me wrong, it'd still be beautiful to live over here. So I'm not so exactly sure as to how this is all zoned out. But this is as far as I would say where the regular Sharp Seating Company would end or begin their contract. So now we're looking north. That's the direction of the parade. All the floats will be lined up here in order of appearance, as well as any equestrian or any participant. Doesn't matter. This is their spot. Well, it's, you know, your spot in line. It's very well organized, and the fine men and women and children, young folks too, that you see wearing their coats and their proper vests and attire with their beautiful lapel pins are the lucky ones to be able to go up and down, move about, and with conducting themselves with a lot of dignity. I love it. It's also beautifully done. I love it, especially more the seniors that walk around and they have their hats and everything, and you know they've been on the part of the committee and everything. I'm getting all attitude and everything because that's the pride. That's how people conduct themselves. It's really cool. It's really something to see. It's something we've lost. Fight me on this. We've lost a lot in the last 4 years. Wrigley Mansion is just above there, and one of the beautiful apartments that I love actually is right over there. And you got some more lovely homes over here. And going further down that way, people will still be lined up in order. Also, this is where the part where you'll start to see maybe some more of the more private homes or property holders having their own little stand or whatever. This is just on the Orange Grove side of the entrance to the going down over where the Ambassador Auditorium is. You know, I've never crossed over here. I don't feel like I have the plastic in my wallet to be able to cover any unbroken or damage to any of these. So I don't know. I don't know. Feel inadequate, I guess. So that's about it. That's pretty much the progress for the parade route. We'll try to get south of Lake. I'm sure that the stands over by PCC are pretty well started. If not, at least the materials boxes are already on there. We'll be getting our area closed soon. I predict that this is the last weekend that we will have a open area by the Stop and Citizens and the government. So we'll see. All right. Now, how was I going to do it? Actually, I was going to go to Hollywood, but I got to get my tailing gear and finish putting the stuff away. I've gotten a lot. I was able to find the charger to my watch yesterday and my flashlight that I use at work. So they were in the same bag, and I knew where they were. Kind of, I lost track. So I took some, so I gotta get busy. I'm getting lazy about it because now I'm starting to feel comfortable with my surroundings. I don't have to stress about it. And I think the stress there is kept me in line and busy and preoccupied to be very neat and orderly, anally, really. So, comments good or bad, please post. If not, email. I will upload this probably tomorrow. I think I have, or did I load the last one? I think I loaded the last one. I'm not sure. Busy. I actually had it. I almost took an offer. Someone was giving up a shift today for about 5 hours, and I almost took it, but rather than that, I'm just gonna get home and finish doing what I'm doing.